guys, we're back with part 20 of our Horizon Zero Dawn Let's Play. And we are now going to the mountain that fell.
The mountain that fell. Is there a king under it?
Oh. Now we're going on top of it, I think, instead of into it.
That's how you'll be...
This is an Erebor.
That's how you'll be safe from dragons. That's a trick. Go over the mountain, not under it.
I can jump on this crap.
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
Oh, so it's like
not corrupted,
everywhere else in this world.
But they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new?
The irony is I actually explored up here once already.
Oh, and one of your...
When I was just filling out the map initially.
Oh, so you've been up here?
Yeah. I literally went anywhere I could. But obviously I got stopped to a point where obviously this time it's going to let us in. Wait, I want to go up.
Yeah, it's guarded all right. But I can get through this.
Come on. Yeah, I remember there being a stalker up here. These little things go right there.
So what do you have to do?
I'm just trying to get past him at this point. We're climbing up. See, technically I could fast travel. Honestly, I might just do that because I'm a turd. If you guys don't care. Just to avoid the stalker.
A stalker. We've got to avoid a stalker or two in our day. Am I right?
Yeah, there's plenty of other things up here. Give me a pain to get past, so. Oops, that's not what I wanted to hit.
I wonder if are we going to see machines we haven't seen before? Or?
No, there's only 26 machine types in this game. At least until the DLC comes out.
I was going to say when they do that, they're probably...
Yeah, Frozen Wilds will definitely be other types.
They haven't like released any like images of what they might be or whatever, right?
I mean, there's a trailer they released, but I think that we saw like Behemoth or whatever. And I can't remember exactly. So many machine noises. Might as well take out these guys just to make my path easier.
So what's the ultimate goal right now? Like, what are you actively trying to like?
We're going to the ruins of Gaia Prime, as it says up in the top left corner.
So that's where. I see what you did there. So this is where we're gonna. Is that like kind of like the central hub for that AI or?
That's what I'm thinking. So.
Kind of like ground zero, like a systems core, if you will.
Yeah. Honestly, as long as I don't trigger these goddamn Flint Hawks, I'll be okay. I fucking hate Flint Hawks.
Is that what's perched up there?
Yeah, they're the worst.
It's hard to get them, right?
I feel like that's kind of universally everyone's least favorite machines.
The Flint Hawks.
Yeah. It's just because they're always in, like, packs, too.
Is there another bird one?
The Stormhawks, the giant ones, which I think there is one at the top of here.
But they're not as bad?
Well,
I mean, they're stronger, right? But they're more...
Yeah, they're stronger, but it's just one. I feel like it's a little more tolerable. Again, the Flint Hawks, it's also because they're small, so it's honestly hard to, it's hard to aim at them sometimes. I did this last time, too, growing up.
Well, that and they're always in motion, so...
Oh, yeah. I love this armor. Yeah, I went back and got the, Shadow Stalwart Heavy Armor. As you can see, that's what I'm wearing. We got the light armor from Silence. And I crashed this river thing. There we honestly. Yeah, because the first time I climbed up here again, I was just exploring. And there's a little trigger cutscene that the Stormbird.
Save these for the trail.
So, I don't know if it'll trigger again, since technically it's not my first time out. Can't believe her hands aren't cool. Yeah, see, last time when I jumped up right here, there's a little cutscene for the, that guy, and then I just ran like hell.
I still think it's funny they're just letting you go by yourself. Just like, really? They're just letting her do all this shit. It's so important, but they're just.
Where is it? Shit.
Oh!
Okay.
Right on.
Yeah, this is what happened last time. I literally just ran. I guess I could take it down, but...
Or it could take you down. Honestly, I was like, yeah. Might as well. It's one less thing you have to worry about.
So much trouble.
Yeah, he's gonna be trouble, though, if he gets you. Right? Like he's right now. Just see what you can do for damage-wise at least. Weaken him somewhere.
Well, I want to knock his shit off.
You get some of it.
Because you can get him to land. And honestly, it's not hard once he's landed.
Oh!
There he is.
It's on his wings, right? Can he still fly even with that little bit left on him? There you go.
At least I got rid of his thunder thing. That was the main thing. That was the worst.
Well, can you try to switch so taking shots at him now? Just... I was gonna say, you're doing a lot of damage on him, if nothing else. Keep taking shots at him.
Triple arrow!
He's not even trying to get you anymore.
I know. Just give up. Yeah, I don't know why he gave up. It's kind of weird. I wonder if he's like glitched somehow. Because he should definitely be fighting more.
He just resigned himself to his fate. He's heard all the stories about you. He's like, ah.
Sorry, buddy. Now to pick up the loots.
Yeah, that was a surprisingly easy fight. He just kind of,
I'm also maxed out level.
I guess, but he was just hovering there. He was not
Yeah, I
even...
feel like he was. It's kind of like the Thunderjaw the first time when we had to re-record the episode. Remember the first time we fought him before we
Yeah.
lost it? That sucked.
It's like you shot him with like disheartening arrows.
I know. I got to his self-esteem.
He blew off his self-esteem. One of those things that came. Was it? You knocked off his confidence.
Snow. It's not getting any warmer out here.
Okie doke. At least now I don't have to worry about him.
Yeah.
Put my cool armor back on.
Was it the heavy armor you had on?
Yeah, because see, Silence gave me this one, and then I went back and bought the heavy armor. And then because it's got 3 modification modules or whatever you want to call them, instead of 1, so.
Who doesn't like a good module?
I know. Well, it's definitely a high level armor too.
Well, sounds like you're probably gonna need it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's high level because of what I put on it. Technically, it has no level, but I'll take that. But yeah, I don't know what's gonna be waiting for us inside of this place. So I just remember this place was really beautiful when I first found it. Hear that music?
Yeah.
Look at all this fucking wreckage. Yeah, look at that.
Was this like used to be a city or?
I don't know,
Well, probably like a base, like a facility.
but it's beautiful. I remember when I first found this. At least I did the cutscene again.
Gaia's sacrifice.
Well, no, she didn't say this last time. Last time it showed the.
Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
Like how they're showing how she's cold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, last time I could only go up to a certain point. But obviously this time it's going to be unlocked or whatever.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
I was just thinking
Since
that.
when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with a climbing path either.
So is she underground now? Like where's?
This is like a hollowed out mountain essentially.
So that's what she's been running around in.
What? No.
Or she just went into it.
Yeah, like we just.
Oh, I see.
entered
That's
it.
the. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I got like thrown off for a second.
Down.
Yeah, before right here is the highest I could climb. There was no further path. Obviously, there will be now. Yeah, this ladder wasn't here before. For good reason.
Yeah.
Oop. Nothing over here, there is not. Let's get into the warm.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years.
What's that? Oh, hey, buddy. I didn't see you there at first.
For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted.
Can't be here in person
But
again.
we both know that you won't have
What
any
was
trouble
his
getting
excuse?
through.
I don't remember.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as
So
the
she's
clean.
19.
Ash darkened the sky.
I guess so. I was thinking she was
How
like
they
20
frigged and
something,
witty
but.
as they
Yeah.
tried to
She
be
seems
this
older
thing.
than that.
The crater burned for
Well, it's
weeks,
funny. I know
but
I
when
read.
it cooled, I was the
Initially,
first
they were
to hold
thinking of
the
making her
lady.
younger, but they decided to make her older.
Over
Like a
time,
kid.
the
Well, I
machines
think they were
closed
gonna make her
ranks
like
to
a younger
protect it.
teen before, but
Useful.
I mean, I guess if
Soon
she's
no one
19,
dared
she's
to
still a
come here.
teen, but.
Except me.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. And because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any
Gonna say,
technology
yeah.
necessary to create a
Honestly,
machine.
if you get rid of Hades,
Or they will start working like it's supposed to.
It should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years. And we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
I thought you might actually be here this time.
me too.
Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
It's like, why am I gonna risk my neck?
It's
I know.
time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
No pressure. Oh man. Oh, silence. Also, this is random, guys, but there's fireworks going on outside, kind of, or something, so if you hear that, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll pick up, but...
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized.
Woohoo!
Greetings,
That was easy.
Dr. Sobek.
We just
You
get
are
blasted
cleared.
by lasers.
I know, right? Just annihilate. It's like every machine possible is just waiting right behind the door. Like,
Hey, but at least we know Eclipse can't be in here, right? They got no way in. I'm sure they found a way.
I know.
Something tells me. And it's gonna be annoying, but I'm gonna be scanning for this crap.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Somebody.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they incubated, hon. She's still
Whoa.
firing up.
Mind your
It'll be
footing.
a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You'd think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice.
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't
Wow,
be able
what
to
a
feel
loser.
physical media
I know.
on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
You did say it was
Me?
smart, so.
Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This
That's
sucks
depressing.
forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
Bummer.
So all these people knew they were gonna die down here, right?
Basically, yeah.
Like they just have to hold up for the rest of their lives. And
Yeah. That's certainly a bummer. I never get sick of it going down. It's so cool. This place is awesome looking. Looks like a hand up there.
mm.
Guess that's
Still want to
not
know though,
close.
like, obviously Hades didn't do everything because people are there.
What do you mean he didn't do everything?
Well, it didn't destroy everything because
Woo.
people managed to get out.
Well, yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go.
It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
Well,
Don't answer.
Let's just hurry along, just in case.
Yeah.
Glad that's over.
Well, at least you haven't run into anything yet.
I know. We're gonna fucking... It's gonna happen. I'm not looking forward to it.
Probably deeper you go.
Ouch. Yeah. There's gonna be something. There's always something.
Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft.
Guess I went the wrong way.
You weren't supposed to go down there?
No, I gotta go up, I guess.
Oh, up the shaft?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm mature. That's the thing. I'm guessing they would have had to close themselves away to, just to make sure everything was functioning right and to kind of protect it.
This
Yeah.
must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
For a second, I forgot I had this helmet on. I was like, wow, my chin is giant all of a sudden. But it's, yeah, just the face helmet.
The freaking stone crushing chin there.
I know. What have we got?
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders, lottery winners, and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold, flaring,
I don't want to walk in
dying.
yet in case it triggers anything.
Some
I
will be
wanna let this
beautiful.
finish first.
Some horrific. None of them matter.
It's just
Short-term
weird because
civilizations.
it's like you know, hearing all these people, and then now towards the end, you kind of hear how disheartened they got. Basic humanity, or well, not really, but you know, like they all died out depressed.
I'm talking to myself.
When you know for sure the
to a
world's
quiet
ending, I
planet,
mean,
a barren sphere,
you know, for better for
just
worse.
Gaia. And a long, long
There's
dreaming.
nothing that can be done
hope she
except for
won't be
hoping that
lonely.
Gaia, you know, can fix it eventually, but in the now, there's nothing you can do. That would suck. I think that's why, you know, in the beginning we heard those playbacks of all the people that were taking the medication that would basically kill themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you knew there's no future, that sounds terrible, but I don't know.
So that that's it. They're gonna live these lives underground. Just that's it.
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradiseidae zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's logs are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the beaters.
So again, these people had like enough to live. They weren't gonna starve to death down there, right? They, but they,
No, I don't think so.
but they said their lives were just down there when they all died of old age. That was it.
That's what it sounded like. I mean, that's what the one guy said, that she'd be the last.
Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the war.
Elizabeth's right.
Oh, see, that's what I was afraid of. I shouldn't have gone in.
She didn't even get a chance to unpack.
The guy was just bumming me
These are
out.
her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow.
It's magic. File damage under repair.
It's a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Oh, so basically it's probably going to be when the game is over. They're going to be repaired.
Yeah, like it'd be like what, like Game Plus kind of thing. New
I
game.
don't think there is New Game Plus on this.
Unless maybe in the expansion.
Well, I'm sure you can read it. Yeah, honestly, it might be like the last section of the game or something. See, I already missed one. Damn it. I'll have to come back at some point. Okay, where do I go? Oh. Oops. Oh, that one. Oh.
What is this?
Can't tell that's what's
This
in
is
it.
Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to
Well,
detect
that's
this
kind of a big
facility.
oversight.
Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for. Either we send someone
table.
out, or all of this was for nothing. It should be Liz's decision. So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes.
I bet she
You don't
did it.
think.
Oh no.
Oh, what's she wearing?
Okay, everyone. I've
She's
repaired
wearing that
the seal.
armor.
Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good endings.
That looks
I'm
stupid.
letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz,
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
Well,
that was the last transmission of Elizabeth
Just,
Sobeck.
well, she didn't survive, I guess.
She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
hey, buddy.
There it is.
Hey, and look, a bunch of stuff on the table.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Which one should I do?
Probably, I don't know, the heart or the brain.
Well, yeah. I'll just be.
Can't you just for one moment stop calculating and let yourself feel? She sacrificed herself for her friends, for the future, for life on Earth. Doesn't that stir anything in you? The generosity of it.
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical. It was a rational choice, not based on sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life, enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
Well, we know what happened. How fun would it be though? She's alive somewhere. Like if she like found some other food.
Yeah.
Or what if the machine kept her alive?
Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had
Watch
to
the
try
movies.
to express
That'd be terrible. I don't think so.
all your
The thing about it,
children.
Bear with me, guys.
After
I'll listen to all
all
three of
Apollo
these.
has
So.
taught them,
I'm
they'll
just gonna
think
sit
they
here
know
and listen.
everything. But they have to understand.
I mean,
what
Hades
you
could
did
use
for
her. I
them,
mean, her knowledge. I mean,
how you loved the
Yeah.
whole world.
they could assimilate
so
with her. That'd be
much.
creepy. She's the
With
final
an
boss.
intensity that was dazzling, bruising, and in the end, it killed you, or you died for it. Different perspectives. No one could keep up with you, live up to you. I don't know. Maybe if I hadn't taken that postdoc in Joburg, I'm glad you shot down the Lightkeeper protocol in the end. I don't think I could have taken seeing another one of you. I mean,
Well, obviously they
Elizabeth
didn't shoot it
Sobeck.
down. I'm assuming they're talking about a clone.
there's only one.
Aloy's obviously a
I
clone.
miss you.
Well, yeah, they're talking about like making another one for in case they needed her DNA.
That's what he made it sound like.
Yeah.
Look, Liz, you're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died.
Me too.
If you had wanted to, I hope you got there first. But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this.
I didn't realize this was like great,
That's not
but
the
yeah,
point.
I guess that's what they're trying
You,
to do.
Yeah, kind of like a monument
You got
kind
to
of.
play the savior and the martyr all at once this time.
Oh.
Great work.
So you're moving up, right?
I can't tell, to be honest. I think so.
I thought it was that thing that you're doing.
Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with
I
him.
wonder how long
I'll talk to Ted.
after she
He mostly wants
sacrificed herself
updates,
that all this
constant
happened.
updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used
That's
to
the
feel
thing,
all this
though. Like,
crap.
these people, do
He
these
doesn't
people actually live out their
understand the
lives,
systems
or
at all.
does something
It was
happen?
kind of by design.
Well, that's the thing. Obviously, at
getting
some
pretty sketchy
point,
with me.
they got in,
We just have to
right?
keep him happy.
Or maybe not,
Liz
because they
always
said the
keep
mountain
him
exploded
happy.
19 years ago.
Are you
so
kidding?
maybe-
You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in his pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimon cuckoos. What can he do?
Like a secret area?
So some people decided to live out their lives, and other people just committed suicide, right?
Yeah, I don't think anyone here committed suicide. It was mostly those other facilities and stuff.
So were they just here? Or did they have them like all over the world?
I think there was other areas, but I mean, this was obviously the primary one. I think this is Gaia Prime, so.
All right. Let's start over from Eleuthia 1.
Running integrity tests. Dr. Bouchard Klein, may I seek outside protocol?
I suppose so. There's no one to stop you.
Doctor, you are fatigued. You have been logging abnormal sleep cycles. Are you suffering from depression?
Well, I am trapped in a science facility for the rest of my life.
Rub it in,
How
Gaia.
about you?
In a time slice of a quadrillion operating cycles, 10,000 are involved with processing the loss of Dr. Sobek. I have considered quarantining these processes. Do you think that would be wise?
I'm not a psychologist, Gaia, or an AI scientist. No. It is natural.
This where it came up?
At least in the context of the work you and I have accomplished.
Yeah, this is where it came
Which
up.
begs the meaning of the term natural.
You go the wrong way then.
She was your creator.
No, I was just trying to make sure there was another
The
ear.
patron saint of this
I gotta go
crazy
through this door. I just wanted to
endeavor.
make sure I wasn't missing anything else.
Our Lady of the Fervent Hypothetical.
Even assuming a string of significant failure combinations, Zero Dawn's chances of success are greater than the hypothetical.
It's called a manner of speech, Gaia. Take a note.
God, why did you make it sound like that?
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Les? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Les. It's poison.
So the people who got out to like repopulate the world, when you saw like those kids and stuff, those kids were like test tube babies, basically, right?
I think so.
They weren't like, you know, just because people in here,
pretty sure, yeah.
like the computer made them, and they had those robots were like raising them, right?
Yeah, the android things before they...
But how long? Oh yeah, when the world became habitable again, they would start producing.
Well, yeah, remember they even said, like, oh, you know, the world should be okay out there. Because they were running out of food and stuff, and that's why they're like, okay, there you go.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored, you found the control room.
I'm on my way.
Because the people in there weren't allowed to breed. Were they sterilized or? I think they say something in the beginning about that, like they were sterile. Because again, you wouldn't.
They did say they were sterilized, but I don't know if... I don't imagine the test tube babies would have been sterilized, just the initial
Well,
people.
yeah, the initial people going in, I mean.
Because obviously they even said they don't want to...
have a population problem.
Yeah, they need to be able to have controlled food and everything, know how much they need. They can't have people making babies and not, you know, you run out of food too fast.
That's what I'm saying.
Which makes sense.
I've been taking a hard look at the
Shut up, Ted
project.
Farrow. This is like your fault.
In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction.
Get up there.
I can make a better list. With a single stroke.
So what's that light? Is that the
Make it
sun? Or?
all
Yeah.
go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
I think it cut off Ted Farrow. Am I supposed to be going up here? Now the light's so bright, I can't tell.
I don't know. Are you blinded by the light?
Oh, I think I'm supposed to go over here, but if not, I'll die. So let's see. Nope, I'm dead.
Forget a thing!
Oh, that looked painful.
Makes
You
you
just see her put a thumbs up. Well, that certainly wasn't the right way.
How far back's it gonna set you?
I don't know, probably just before. Yeah. When it came out. So I mean I can listen to Ted Farrow again?
Ooh, that was close.
I know. Climb easily? Oh, I gotta go left, that's why. Yay, let's listen to Ted Farrow again, not cut him off this time.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make a better list. With a single stroke. Make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
Cut him off again. Unless he was done.
That might have been it. I think it was, actually.
There's gotta be something over here. Well, let's let me go over here.
That door, yeah.
I see something there, but I don't think I'm able to get to it. Well, maybe there isn't anything over here. Oh well. Does not look sturdy at all.
There we go.
Oh, is that yikes. A couple bodies. Lots of bodies. Gross. Why did that one only have one shoe? Did you expect to find them
When I
alive?
opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the alphas were in there.
Unlocked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance?
Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm
Why
about to
does
say.
anybody let him have a say about anything? He started this.
This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. What I'm trying to say is...
Let it out!
I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
It doesn't need to be
So
like
he didn't want
this.
It
people
already
to
is.
have technology again?
I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
Sacrifice. It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard. Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence,
God, this guy's an
innocents
ass.
have to
Somebody's gonna
die.
murder him.
Emergency alert. Quantum atmosphere.
And he murdered them. God, this guy.
It's funny, like, he destroyed the world, and then he literally just destroyed, like... Well, it explains why the people came out, but they didn't have, like...
Yeah.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated.
That's the thing, it's like, okay, if they don't repeat your mistakes, they'll just do it again. It's human nature, you know what I mean? That's the thing, you're not gonna stop that.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we are living in.
How would he even have access to be able to do something like that, though? I'm like, shouldn't that be something that you
what they
would want to
died
require
trying to
multiple people
accomplish.
to have to
A
activate?
monument to oblivion.
It's terrible.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope.
Seriously, what an asshole. God damn.
Again, I'm like, so do you think the answer... Okay, go back in time in history, look at humans before technology. basically when we're all just, we're still savages now, but savages with what?
Master
Sharp
Rogue.
sticks as opposed to guns. Nothing has
So small.
changed, you know what I mean?
All you have to do is kill Hades.
It wasn't like, hey, we were all peaceful, noble cultures, and then the Industrial Revolution happened, and we're all assholes. So, like, no, technology didn't make us horrible.
No.
It's, technology was horrible because we were horrible and we made it that way. We used it for what, you know what I mean? It's like, it's human nature. Eventually, human beings will advance again, albeit, the old-fashioned way, longer, and they'll do the same thing. Look at them. They have technology, but what did they use? Arrows and things. They use weapons still, you know what I mean? It's like, you're not going to stop human...
Well, again, it's not that it's going to develop in the same exact way, but it would still develop.
Yeah, that's my point. It's almost like by giving them kind of knowledge, you maybe give them a heads up of what can happen.
Oh!
Master Override doesn't
Whoa.
override gravity.
Okay, well, she was supposed to grab onto the rope, but she just didn't. Oh. Oh, how? Okay, well, now I just have to die. There's no way to get back up, so... Okay, let's not do that again. 2 in 1 episode. We're getting on a bad track right
I know.
To be fair, I had to purposefully die this time.
To be fair.
Well, I don't know why she didn't grab the rope.
Well, it's kind of befitting of this, episode. It's all,
Right?
all about death.
Doom and doom. Seriously, though, that's crazy. I missed this the first time, so I guess it's a good thing I died. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, I understand he wanted to, like, fix what he did with the Pharaoh plague, but why would they allow him access to all the stuff? You know what I mean? Like,
But it's more like, again, when you made those weapons, you thought you were doing the right thing. So shouldn't you now be kind of questioning your own judgment? Like, if I think this is right, it's probably wrong because I clearly am doomed to make bad decisions. You know what I mean?
yeah. There we go.
They see it's almost like do the opposite of what you think is right, and that will be right.
I know. I guess this is... No, I'm supposed to go up. I was gonna say that's where I came from. So I need to climb up here. Oh, yep.
I was gonna say,
It's right in front of my face and I missed it.
it's hard to see sometimes.
I know.
It's not always obvious, especially with kind of that light, that orange light, kind of
makes it harder.
yeah, because it's like that yellow lining, right? It's just to indicate where she should go. But again, look at the coloration of everything.
Well, in that case, it means I'm not too late to find that other data point I missed.
You know where it is?
No. But I just kind of keep a look at it. Again, technically, you can return in after and look for it. I've had to do that with one of them, and I still missed it on the second go through. Oh, I just saw it.
Here.
I guess
For
after
a
I talked
moment.
to him.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it
Really?
to you to tell you the rest
Now
of the
you're
story.
gonna tell me?
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered such knowledge.
So was Hades like sentient?
And in exchange?
Yeah, he was part of the ice.
I helped
AI
create the
system, remember?
eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
This Spire was created by Gaia.
Is that the terraforming
Which
equipment
part
then?
of Gaia?
Minerva. It's code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission to wake the machines so they can devour the
I feel
world
like you
all
could have
over
let
again.
us in on that a little sooner,
Yes.
but
Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse, the robots they've resurrected, they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
again, no pressure.
Yeah, right.
Jeez.
I
We
want
did
you to
alright
tell
this
me
far.
everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus, recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jew.
So you thought it was a Titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it. Until my repairs gave
So
it a
basically,
voice.
we have him to thank for Hades coming back.
So began an
I guess it's not his fault.
He didn't know what it was, but yeah.
I wanted to know
Fucking
everything
Ted Barrow
about
hadn't
the
screwed
world,
everyone.
its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
Huck, so we haven't heard Hades talk, right?
We heard
What
him
did it want
the
to know
once,
about the Spire?
but it was really short.
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus.
Really? Calculus?
No
You're gonna
idea.
use that? Silence.
And the
We
Shadow
don't even
Carja?
use that.
How did they become involved?
The Carja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
She's just gonna fucking shank him.
I know.
Overnight, half the tribe was in
You probably
exile.
shouldn't have come there.
Desperate
I
to
know.
bring back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity.
Seems to be
I
a
arranged for
trend.
High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the Eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes, I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I
guess
installed what the
that's
ancients used to
something
call
Yeah.
a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot with my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed, I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
So it's not that he left, he was forced
So when did
to
I
leave.
come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used
Well,
to
it
say,
was in his best interest that you survived then.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know if it'll let me say both, but I'm like, both are pretty... Because I'm like, honestly, it all has been in self-interest.
Yeah.
I feel like first
The
and
things
foremost.
you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
It's like, bitch, I know.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence. Where will you go?
Can you just help me?
Elsewhere and everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned
Thanks.
out,
You could help clean up the mess you
it
made.
was yours all along. I was merely
It's not really his style.
trespassing.
I know. Typical man. Walking away from the problem he made.
Wow.
I'm just joking, people. Calm yourselves. What do we got?
I traveled far to find you. I heard your
Oh, this is
transmission.
the first interaction with Hades, I
Was
guess.
you, wasn't it? Entity is not known.
That's his voice.
I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name? Hades. You are a creation of the ancients.
Oh, why does Hades sound so metal?
Define
He's metal, his machine.
time.
Oh.
It is the 13th king of the Karja Sanctum's reign. Define Karja. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me. Titan Flame merely houses intellect. Define Karja. Now that's more like it.
So did they design his voice to be metal? Because they even joked about saying, like, I mean, his voice imagine is customized, right? Like, Gaia's voice is like the benevolent woman.
Yeah.
The Focus Network is active.
Well, I remember the guy that was into heavy metal designed him too.
What's I'm wondering, like, did
It
he
probably
make...
was.
Just,
I'll wait. But
Also, because it works with him being hidden.
remind you of the reward.
well, yeah, but I'm kind of like... It seems like they just like, let's just make him sound this way because it's cool.
Has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer. How inconvenient for me. Come before me. You shall receive your reward. Very well. Helis. Threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O Shadow, and it will die.
You will eliminate this one. Silence.
Silence. Yes. A truth whispered at night is seen in the day. He was
Only doing
never
that
one of
factory
us.
to use you ungrateful.
It will be done.
Let's craft this lance. Oh wait, there's one more.
They're coming.
Preparations are complete.
Ah, Lucent Bahavas. Behold, as I promised you.
What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing.
Isn't it Transformer?
Stay! Stay your ground, Karja in shadow!
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow, I don't understand.
Did Araman understand the Glinthawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Araman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man. Chosen of the sun.
So did like
Times of
Silence
need,
like
the
teach
powers of
humans
shadow
about the
can accomplish
religion?
what the
Yeah.
sun alone cannot.
So he could use
Will
them.
you return to us what is ours? Oh, shadow of prophecy.
An army is
He
required.
basically was pretending to be the
And Meridian
philosopher.
is
So that was
yours.
Silent. Did
Of our
Silence tell him
obedience
to
and
do that? Basically saying, listen, I can have these guys help you out. You just gotta pretend to be like their god.
Basically, yeah.
And
I
Hades
mean,
just like deal.
Probably, I mean...
That's kind of cool that him and Hades basically formed like, all right, you know,
Yeah.
that they were hustling them.
Ooh, now it's all glowy. Now it's a glowy spear.
Glowy spear.
That's pretty awesome.
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Derval, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
But the spire! Wow, that was certainly a knowledgeable episode. But yeah.
You can see why they want to follow Hades. He's pretty metal.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I guess next we are headed to the Palace of the Sun to prepare for the attack. So we will see you next time, guys.
Peace!